Hey guys, Opto here. Just want to show you something that we're doing at home here at the moment for anyone who's sort of thinking about radio, DJing, that kind of stuff. What we've set up at home here is basically a home radio station, and there's a couple of cool programs that I'm using that I wouldn't mind showing you. And the first one here is Airfoil. Now, Airfoil allows me to broadcast anything from my machine, in this case my iMac, through to Airport Express, which is like a little base station with an audio output, which is pretty cool, and also the iPad, which is running that application as well. So what this means is that anything that I can play from any audio source on this computer, I can broadcast to there, so that's obviously the audio channel only. So from here, at the moment, I'm utilizing the USB audio codec from my Allen & Heath mixer. So you can actually select this, you can select what program you want to broadcast, or you can just come down here and select System Audio. So in this case, obviously, I'm using the USB input. So that means anything that I fire through to my mixer will come out and be broadcast. There's a tiny little delay at the other end, which doesn't really matter because no one really knows, but it's all obviously continuous. So this is the program that we use here, and we call our little radio station at home Free Range Radio. We've got a few chickens around, so it's kind of how we've done it, and the kids have a good crack on it, and they love being DJ. So this is the DJ program that I use. So loaded up here at the moment is basically looking in a vinyl format, which looks really cool. You've got your album artwork on the front there, and along this line here I've got a few sweepers that we've made for home, that kind of thing. Just give you a bit of an example.
Who else could be more free range than DJ Liam?
So those buttons are really cool, so you can just override anything. In here also there's other effects that you can do with your with the vinyl and things like that as well. You can make it crush the bit rate, you can swerve it, you can phase it, you can do all sorts of cool things and add your start points and whatnot. So just like a real DJ mixer. So I'll give you a bit of an idea of what we do here. So basically at home the guys are doing a little bit of a chat about this and that and the next thing. Play one of these.
Nobody rocks the vinyl like DJ Jazzy Joel, Free Range Radio.
Good friend of ours, Craig Faraway. Love that driving bass line in this track, eh? It's awesome. So basically what we're doing here is being able to mix tracks and send that over this Airfoil. So that Airfoil obviously picks it up in the rooms that we've got it on, or if the kids are listening to it on the iPad in bed or whatever, which tends to be when we do everything. Just set them off to sleep with some easy music. And all the rest is pretty basic. But there's a couple of ones to look out for. So obviously the broadcast of the audio channel is Airfoil, and what I'm using here also is dJay. So we can mix the music from one track to the next, a little bit like this. Pretty easy, eh? Show you those effects that I was talking about before too, in motion. So if you come up to here,
here we are
it's terrific.
again.
So there you go. Pretty cool bit of fun, but if you guys want to get into that, both of those are actually paid for applications, but in my opinion they've been really easy to use, the best that I've seen, and really not that expensive at all. So if you guys want to get into a little bit of this at home or whatever, and the good thing about this dJay too is you can record your mix even if you're not broadcasting it anywhere, and basically be able to play it back later, or if you want to set one up for friends or whatever for a party or whatever you do, good stuff because you can play it back later on. So I'll leave you to that. So think of that, dJay and Airfoil.
Free Range Radio with your host, Joel.